So let's get into this reading for you. The first deck of cards I will use is the John Holland Psychic Tarot. You have the Nine of Cups, the fulfillment of wishes, and the Magician. Actually, those are two of my favourite cards. This one generally is everyone's favourite card, and a lot of people feel about the Magician as I do. He's magic. He has magic in the air. When he turns up, there is magic that can happen. And if he's next to the fulfillment of wishes cards, you guys are already stacking February up with this brand new birthday energy for yourself, with this like booyah energy. And remember, we're coming into the age of Aquarius, so we're slowly ebbing out of the age of Pisces, and your energy is coming in. So Aquarian's quite altruistic, it's quite global perspectives, it's very technology oriented, and it's very much about the mind. So ideas and concepts that have used intelligence will be brought into the fore more and more and more, and those ideas and concepts often push us into the next cusp of evolution. So that's what you guys are taking us to, new evolution. Another major arcana, number 3, and this is the Empress card, bodes on here fertility. Notice that these two have got these circles around their head, their crown chakra energy points, and this one has the heart. So whether the heart and the crown chakra are being opened up or connected for you guys, which could create intensity around feelings or emotions or experiences or relationships for some of you. There could be a magic new relationship coming on the scene, and it could be very fertile, both in terms of love and romance and sexuality and conception of a child, or fertility of partnerships, ideas, consolidation, structure, foundation, growth. There's a lot of, I think it might be because he looks scholarly and he looks as if he has, or she, I keep saying he, looks as if she has received a diploma recently. So she's become accredited in some form of life, and she has gained wisdom and knowledge, but at the same time her wishes are being fulfilled at many different levels. But there's something in here about structure or adherence or solid foundations that feel as though you're either forming them or you are understanding the dynamics of them or the advantage of them, and you're putting your feet on the ground. And putting your feet on the ground could be meaning you have moved somewhere and you are firming things up, or you are going to stay where you've moved, or you're going to stay where you are. You may have made a decision about, I'm planting myself like the plant and I will grow. I will grow from this point on, because that's what fertility is. It's growth of life at every level, whether it's spiritual, physical, emotional. So there's a lot of grounding going on with you guys, and we see the tree in the background here too. This tree could represent some sort of family tree, so family grounding, connecting again with family, or forging a new family, or making a new family, rekindling the family. The Magician, he's just pure magic, and as I say, when he's around, there's a lot of different concepts, opportunities, ideas. He is an alchemist, so you do need to be able to turn something into another product as such. So an idea could come to you through your thought processes, and you might go, wow, I think I've just got the idea of the century. I've got to get this out there and get it turned into reality. Some of you could become master creators or master designers. You could patent a product. You could create a product. You could make it. You could turn it into success. So it might be a product that already exists, or an idea that exists that needed changing and tweaking, and you guys might be the ones to do it. There's a bevy of choices that are circulating through these cards for you. I think with the fulfillment of wishes and the Magician, as I said, great opportunities. The doors have opened right now for your birthday time. So you have a 4 and a 6. You're getting a real spread of numbers. A lot of the others have had multiple numbers the same, you're running the gauntlet through 1 to 9. So this 6 of Pentacles, very, very good again, material and spiritual prosperity. There's a lot of feeling of satisfaction in here, sometimes things like a pay rise, an increment, a job promotion, some sort of money coming back in that may not have been around previously. You may have forgotten that you had shares, or a long forgotten aunt or grandma bequeaths you some money. That sort of thing can happen. You might have had this successful idea be picked up by a publisher or a company, and they're paying you for it. There's a possibility that timing wise it may come through for you in March and April, so more information may come to light, more pathways may open. This fulfillment of wishes may happen in and around the March or April time. Or consequently, there may be an Aries type person involved in this grounding, stabilizing feeling. It could be an Aries new partner that some of you have met, and often is a slightly older person who could be offering personal harmony and balance and magic, or again at some sort of business fertility realm. So whether or not this person can help you achieve a goal or set some plans or come through with ideas or concepts, or whether they are part of a structure that loans money or helps you to work your finances out or applies for something, because he is quite legal in many terms. He could almost be a bank manager, a lawyer, an accountant, a politician, someone with authority. So lots of different cards. This one here, just before we leave it, he is the cycle of give and take in life. So sometimes this card represents the fact that you may be giving something out to people in need. It doesn't have to be just money. It could be your time, it could be your ideas, Aquarians. It could be your energy, it could be your compassion. And at other times this card is that you are receiving something. And again, it can be money, but it can also be love, support, structure, and integrity, or part of a group. So many beautiful energies come from the 6 of Pentacles. It's a lovely card to have in your reading. As I said, you guys have got a really nice birthday reading going on here. And with that in mind, let's pull some numerology cards for you to see what else you could focus on, or what other energies are coming in for Aquarius for February. Pride, number 19. And pride is a wonderful thing, and you like this lady here, she has great pride in some achievement or success or happiness that has come her way. Now, we all need to have pride of the things that we do and do well, and just of ourselves, pride of who we are. Some people might say that's ego, and some people say ego is not a good thing. But I'm in two minds about the whole ego concept. As a human in this paradigm, living on this planet, on this timeline, we can't survive without ego, because ego is the physicality, it's the physical perspective of the soul doing its journey in a human body. So ego and pride are equally important in many ways, because if you had no pride, would you bother doing a job well? Would you care less if you did it half-heartedly or didn't finish it? If you had no pride for the type of person you were, would you have morals and ethics? You know, would you help other people? Would you have compassion? I think everything is tied together in a parcel in reality, and pride is part of it. So make sure that you honour your pride and yourself and your achievements, and be proud of it all. Surrender. It's funny, we've got the mirror image of the card before it. It's almost like it has somehow closed itself up and morphed into, transformed into each other. So 91, the reverse number 19, that we've got the reverse colour palettes going on. From pride, we've given ourselves surrender as well. So is it surrender to pride? Surrender is kind of the opposite of pride. It's like giving in. It's like taking a step back. It's like being in the background a little bit. It's like letting go of the need to control. That's dropping off the ego. So remember when I just said before that all parts of us are as important as the other. And as in saying it, the next card that was already down on the table was the master half, the black and white, day and night, male and female, yin and yang. Every action has a reaction. So some of you are being asked to surrender something and not let your pride get in the way. So that's a message for some of you. Some of you need to have more pride and still surrender to a certain aspect of yourself, perhaps, that has been fighting the pride or the proudness of yourself or an issue. So it's very double-sided and it's a double message. You will have to feel into how that is actually pertaining to you. But the last one that flipped out was number 6, was love. And it kind of might be fitting in there for some of you all in together into this triangular energy. Is there something around love relationships or love itself, meaning love of the self? Is there something around here that you guys need to surrender to? Do you need to surrender to loving yourself more? You know, and letting go of pride in terms of love. Is there a love relationship that could heal through surrendering the need for a certain outcome or allowing pride to drop off? Is there a relationship that could benefit by you taking the step and saying, hey, I'm sorry, let's try and get this back on board again? Is there a relationship with yourself that you need to give more love to and allow love to be the answer if you are looking for something from within? So those 3 seem more weighty, they seem more deep, and this may be in part attributed to this timeline thing I'm talking about going back in the past. This could be to do with past lives. This could be to do with karma that has been hanging on or hanging around, because the number 19 is a karmic number, and so actually is the number 1. So those are karmic numbers. So there could be some, hidden message in here about a whole swathe of energy fields and stuff that's going on in the background of your existence. Some of it you may not even be aware of. So these are the times when really deep meditation may be useful or beneficial in working through what you need to do for yourself as you move forward into this next decade. And in reality, no one else can do it. You have to do it yourself. Number 3, the Empress. The energies, the halos they had around their heads were emanating energy from the crown chakra, which is this one again. And this one is the base chakra, which is way down here in the hips, thighs, buttocks and legs. And they are the 2 opposite ends of the chakra system. So if there is a blockage at both ends, then you wouldn't be manifesting as much as you want. So this is something you could focus on in terms of opening up and free-flowing that spiritual energy to create the physicality that you are looking for in this current timeline and lifeline. So by opening up those 2 chakras, you allow the creative force field of both the cosmos through the crown chakra and earth energy through Gaia from this base chakra to come up and blend through and create this amazing flow of cosmic source energy, which can be very powerful for manifesting and turning things into magic. And remember I said that the magician is alchemic, and he creates magic from turning something that exists or doesn't exist into another type of structure. And this is what energy is. The flow of energy is exactly that. You bring it in from the very top of the cosmos, through the body and back down, out, and you have a free-flowing system to create magic. Boom, and there you go. So I can read from the book for the possessions card, the number 7 from the base chakra. It is said that we are spiritual beings living in a physical world. Part of living in this world is coming into right relations with the material realm while recognizing the source of all creation. While we know that money and possessions alone can't sustain our happiness, we also know that constant denial of material needs can bring great stress into our lives. This card is a call for you to cultivate a balanced relationship with the material plane. Organize your finances, take stock of your possessions, gain an awareness of the balance of money and other physical energy coming into your life on a daily basis, and that which is also going out. Are the scales of your material world balanced, or are they heavily weighted to one side? And that comes back to this, which I talked about a little bit before, is the cycle of giving and receiving. And when it is actively in balance, you will receive much more and you will in turn be able to give much more, both of which are eternal cycles of life. Perhaps you spend carelessly or have a tendency to gather, hoard and collect that which you do not really need. Or maybe you are denying yourself from claiming or receiving some of the material comforts that truly nurture and support your well-being. It is time to evaluate your possessions, to honour what is precious to you and that which matters most, and to let go of any unnecessary attachment or hold that certain items may have on you. Consider what items genuinely add value to your life and which ones are just filling space or creating clutter, perhaps blocking what you truly desire from coming in. Now may be a good time for a spring clean, clearing a space in your life for the inflow of life's true treasures. And with that, we had life's treasures with the fulfillment of wishes, and there was the treasure chest, life's true treasures through the fulfillment of wishes. It is not about giving away all of your possessions, as they are an expression of who you are. Rather, it's about letting go of the dependency, the strong need to have them to feel good or to define who you are. Give thanks for the cherished possessions that you currently have, and if you have need for others, welcome them in, giving deep thanks for their forthcoming arrival into your life. Know that you are worthy of a prosperous, balanced life. We are temporary visitors to this earthly plane, so let go of unnecessary greed for wealth and accumulation of possessions. Instead, celebrate this call to enjoy the temporary pleasures of a balanced material life. Cultivate, honour and share what you have with others. And that is exactly the card in the middle, the material and spiritual prosperity. For sharing is caring, and sharing continues the cycle of perpetuality. So Aquarius, I could pull one other card for you because I feel as though it's been quite a quick reading, and after all, hey, this is your birthday reading. So let's just consult the Animal Tarot Oracle deck. We have wasp spirit, sometimes life stings. So I'll have a quick look. That could just be saying there, you know, we've talked a little bit when the numerology cards came out, and I said to you there was a depth in here that about getting into something that you need to sort of sort through, and whether it was pride that needed to surrender, or whether you had to surrender something to have more pride. That can have a sting involved in it, and that's the wasp spirits, you know, sort of coming back in as well. And interestingly, 9 and 1 is 10, 6, which is 1, 6 and 4 is 10, which is 1, 19 is 10, which is 1, and also the Magician is 1, So you had in the end a lot of ones, so let's get them all out. I wondered if you would have patterning of numbers. The 6 isn't, so I just will remove the 6. So you had 1, 2, 3, 4 ones, which is still providence of some sort. It's still intuiting a message to you at a deeper level. It's asking you to look into something specifically. It's asking you to, you know, foster this magic information coming to you from the spiritual level, from the crown chakra, and understanding it at the deepest level that you can, so that you integrate whatever has been stinging, if something has been stinging in one area or aspect of your life, so that they are amalgamated together to remove any sting. And actually, stings teach us. Everything in life teaches us. We learn from every experience. Sometimes we wish we didn't get a sting, but we learn from it one way or another. So just one more for Aquarius. It is their birthday after all. Happy birthday, Aquarians. What are we finishing with for you guys? I feel as though, you know, you have so many opportunities in this reading that are saying to you, almost the world's your oyster, but at the same time they were quite firm, and they were saying, it's your birthday, cry if you want to type thing, but that there were, there were messages in here for you that were deeper, that seemed to resonate or resound at a deeper level. So Turkey has come in, and it says give with gratitude and grace, and that was this one, and we've talked quite extensively about it towards the end with the possessions, you know, the giving and taking and receiving in life. And yeah, give with gratitude and grace. And I think when you do that, all fulfillment of wishes and positivity start to fall into place for you. So there's thinking to be done with this reading. It's not as free-flowing, I don't think, as some of the others we've done. So with that in mind, remember to check your moon and rising signs and see what the messages are in there. Focus on what that number 1 energy means for you. Number 1 is all about new beginnings. Of course, we're at the very beginning of a new decade. Number 1 is also about the ability to manifest things really quickly and easily. And several of these cards have sort of indicated that was a potential for happening. And then think about how you can achieve these fulfillment of wishes. And certainly it seems that the cycle of giving and taking might be a really good answer for you guys in terms of making that evolutionary wheel just keep on flowing around.